Okay, I'll try not to DC for all the effects that I have over that.
That'd be nice. Alright guys, welcome back to
I will DC.
Escalation. We haven't played in a week because of... Or no, we did play last week, did we not?
Yeah, we did play last week.
I'm thinking of the other game.
Yeah.
Thanks, new guy.
I told you.
Alright,
No problem.
Last we left off, you guys had become official state-sanctioned superheroes.
With all the tax breaks that come with it.
No.
And you guys have put together your own team, and you guys are called, if I recall, the Guardians of Perseton. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, why not? Sounds about right.
Guardians of the Oh, wait, they own that.
Right, yeah. Not the galaxy. I think you might be getting a bit ahead of yourself there. So, who's your team members are the three of you, which is Zeus, Indigo Shade, and Steel Guardian, plus Comet, who we just can't get rid of, and Eclipse, and Raptor.
Yeah, that sounds right. Oh wait, we went Raptor in? Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whenever there's an assembly of superheroes, there has to be at least one brooding guy. It's just it's a standard.
Well, honestly, it wouldn't be here, but my girlfriend kind of likes him, so.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and I suppose
it's
Becky
official,
is kind of like an unofficial member too.
She's part of the support team.
Yeah.
Unofficial member, all she does is sit there and watch
She's the one
TV.
you call and say, Becky,
And fix your
I found a
wounds.
snake in the wilderness. No, snake, don't eat it. I'm gonna eat it. No!
Fucking Becky.
So, when we come in this week, we'll say Zeus, because Zeus is usually the one out in the streets. Zeus, you're carting in. You just finished busting up some crime, and you are returning to the HQ. Now you guys have a new HQ. So is it still underneath your club, or
Strip
have
club?
you have a whole new base?
I don't know. I mean, I had always assumed it would stay under the club, but what do I know?
Well, I mean,
If it has
you have a
hangar,
hangar.
then it's probably a new base. It's you want it to be.
It's
a new
just
base.
deeper into the ground. It's in the sewers.
So your helicopter comes out of the sewers?
Yes.
I think he's thinking in the lines of that. It's so big that
They can smell us coming from a mile away. We spread shit everywhere as we fly over the city.
oh boy, that you can land planes and helicopters from like the seaside, the waterfront.
Well, it hasn't gotten
That's
that
a little
big.
bit much. Yeah, like
it's
that's
half the size of the city.
I mean, we got really funded.
I'd imagine like you would probably want to relocate, given that you have a hangar. That's like the main
Antarctica.
the main thing I would think. Or do you just, it has to be underneath my nightclub. The hangar's on the roof. It's just, no one asks why the superheroes super helicopter is parked on my nightclub day and night.
But do we get a vote, I guess?
Yeah, this is the group. This is y'all's HQ.
Relocation is my vote.
Yeah, relocation's my vote. Not that I don't like the club, but.
Damn, we got overruled.
Alright,
Democracy,
so
I'm sorry.
instead you guys are... So this is a shoreside city. So there's a part, maybe a mile or two outside of town, where it kind of like has a cliff face overlooking the beach, or overlooking the ocean, and built into that cliff face is y'all's HQ.
Please tell me that there's a tiny waterfall that comes out of the cliff face. You know, it's spraying down,
of
going
course,
into the ocean, I guess. And when our planes or choppers, because right now I don't think we have a plane, I think we have a helicopter, basically. When the doors open for the helicopter to come out, like it splits the waterfall in two, just because. Like,
actually, you guys have like a special craft. It's more like an osprey, which is like a propellered plane, you know. Like a big one. It's like a super juked up osprey.
I was kind of picturing, for shit and giggles, superheroes flying into a crime scene using the Leonardo da Vinci first chopper thing, where you're sitting and just like piddling and there's this twirly thing.
Yeah.
They leave the base like fluck 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 fluck.
Oh, is that a missile? Well, shit.
So Zeus, you come flying in, and as you're flying into the access entrance underneath the waterfall, you catch a glimpse of Eclipse riding in on her motorcycle, coming back to the garage. And then yeah.
All right.
So I'll let you guys get creative. Since this is a new location, do you guys have any ideas on what it looks like on the inside?
Yeah, I'll let Broke and them pick it out. Since
giant tower to a penis, and we're gonna put it in Z-Killer's room.
Alright, well, Roke has lost his vote.
So, I'm thinking, since we got approved by the government and we have past help, I'm assuming it most likely looks very clean-cut, very government-wise. At least the main hallways and you know, the general area. So maybe the hangar look, you know, Tony Stark style, basically, like with metal walls and so on and so forth. But the rooms, the living quarters, are a little bit more customized to each and everybody's taste.
So it's not like Batcave, where like some of the walls are just like the rock face walls type of deal. It's just everything's very cut and clean.
Yeah, well, I mean, for the living spaces, if somebody, because, like, you know, everybody that lives with us probably wanted, when they build a thing, like, hey, I want my room like this, oh, I want my room like this. Like, it's possible that somebody's wall might not be fully thing if that's their thing, but
Raptor
everybody
sleeps
else
on a bed of straw, assembled in a donut.
Yeah. But things like that. The kitchen is probably very, because I know Andrew Gray likes his style, his luxury, so the kitchen's probably like high-tech with like clean-cut marble.
Exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking marble.
I don't know.
Pillars, marble wall.
Something clean, something very nice looking, so that he can sit down on a stool and like in the bar type place of the kitchen and just sips on his little drink of champagne, looking like a freaking king.
He has an extremely advanced 3D printer. Prints champagne, coffee, like anything he wants.
Yeah, and then you get into the type of base where you get into the more technologically advanced base, so you have the specialist library that has like all these computers that you can read a book like more like faster. Instead of having the book in front of you, you can just summon the book into the computer and like read the book basically. The main command room is most likely the most impressive, like the largest room with probably a lot of flickering lights. Most of the computers are never used because there's way too many
high
computers,
ceiling.
but still. Yeah, it's just like, it's made to look impressive. Like, people come in and it's like, holy shit, and then they realize half of this is not even plugged in, just looking nice and stuff.
Yeah, it's like cardboard stuck to like the wall and stuff. Got little Christmas lights underneath it that we poked holes through the cardboard.
So Zeus, you come flying in from the waterfall access, and in the command room, you find Raptor. He's at the coffee machine, and he's smacking it. And you hear him mutter, $1 billion construction costs, and they can't even get us a good fucking coffee maker.
I open up a can of worms. Pour into the coffee.
He doesn't have a beak.
Right?
So,
you know how to sneak
pigs
around.
eat worms.
Can't work a damn coffee machine.
I didn't have one in my old base.
What, prison?
He shoots you a glare.
Well, they would have coffee in prison, maybe. Probably more water.
Meanwhile, Oliver is locked in his room because he and Becky have solidified their relationship, and she's over right now.
Fair.
Bam chicka wow wow.
There's a sock hanging on the doorknob.
Wait, how much time has passed?
Yeah, it's actually been quite a few, like probably 3 or more months. No, actually, they would have had to build this whole thing. It's been 6 months since our last session.
All right. Yeah, I'll put some backstory to Zeus. At this moment in time, Zeus got his life back because his record got clean, and he started working at his old job. Also, at the same time, he got tired of his girlfriend's shit because she, in quotations, cheated on him. Even though they had an open relationship, but he got tired of it.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, "Stop doing that." And she said, "No, you're a fucking hero. You're always away. Fuck you."
Oh.
And he's
wow.
Like,
that kind of sounds like a bitch.
and he's like, "You know what? This relationship's over."
Okay.
That work relationship.
But you
which made it extremely awkward for a month when you had to work under her.
Oh yeah, she's your boss.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
lawsuit.
Fortunately, you have the government ensuring that she doesn't spill your beans.
Which,
now, does that mean you're swapping out your dependent for something else?
I'm not swapping. Like, let's just say that it's just like basically he got tired of her shit. It's kind of like one of those. It's breakup, but
it's a love-hate thing.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like it's a breakup, but it's just complicated.
But when she gets drunk and calls him, he's like, "Why not?" But then he's like, "Bitch, you better leave before the sun comes up."
So
Gotcha.
it still is dependent. Yeah, it's just right now he's tired of her
Beyond
shit.
the rocks.
He also quit his job.
I was like, "It's smashed
wait,
upon
you
the
got your job
cliffside."
back and then you quit?
And he quit it. He's
Yeah,
like, "Well, I guess I gotta start my own business."
Now you're a blogger.
Like, fucking damn it.
Not real journalism.
He dresses like a hipster and spends his entire time in Starbucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so what's
he
your
did that for a
blog
week.
called?
It didn't work out too well. What's my what?
What's your blog called?
The Fast and the Fury.
Free America.
Free Perseton. I fucking don't know. Trump's America. I mean,
Flat Earth, myth or legend.
is this really T's America or is it not
What?
good enough?
Is this Trump's
worry about
America?
it.
That's what he was asking.
Oh, is this Trump's America? I'm gonna go with no because if I want to do a plotline where the president dies, I don't want it to be a real person. So I'm gonna say it's just a made-up dude.
Online Daily Bugle.
You know, like every show that isn't trying to be real is like, this is the president. We never name him, but here he is on TV being called Mr. President.
Right.
Yeah, so the government is run by Mr. President. That's all you need to know.
Oh, okay. The name of my blog is the
You
name
never
of the
guess why they call him the Mister.
Is the name of my blog is the name of my company because they're too stupid enough to register for a fucking domain and I stole it.
Gotcha. Nice.
There you go.
There's definitely no legal issues with
His
that.
blog name is "What's Our President's Name?" Gotta figure it out.
Yeah, it's a blog dedicated to finding out who the fuck we elected. We have no idea what his name is. Everyone just calls him Mr. President.
Say
You
fuck.
remember at the voting booths there was 3 choices? We got the 4th. I don't know how.
Ah, what a world.
I bet it's the reptilian people.
So, what are you doing, Indigo? We know what Oliver's up to. Zeus just got back from busting criminals.
I mean, and this is gonna sound, I don't know, maybe weird. Like our identity is widely known. Like, it's really like I'm walking down the street buying Starbucks, and they're like, "Oh shit, that's Indigo Shade." Like,
no, your secret identities are still secret.
Okay, well then I would actually try to buy another business venture.
Mansion.
Not to like really increase my net profits or anything, but that's probably what I would be working on. Since Zoe would have come back, that's what we would have done, man. I would have tried to buy out another location, like maybe like a smaller club, a little bit more. But no, that's not. What's the word I'm looking for? They call them something. It starts with a B. It's like a gentleman's club, a cabaret.
That starts with
Like
a C?
Not cabaret.
Yeah. There's a B in there somewhere though.
I think cabaret is a historical.
Cabaret.
Like, I don't know if that's still modernly used.
People use it. There's a place here in Colorado.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a strip club.
I see.
It's a strip club. Well, we live out west, but
pretty much strip club.
Yeah, you're north of me.
I mean,
they're all north of me.
It's not like, I don't think it's that widely. No. I don't think too many people do it, but I think it's more like
most people just call it a gentleman's club.
Yeah, I think it's more
all right.
Like
so you got a strip joint. I'm sure your cop girlfriend is just ecstatic that you have a.
Well,
strip
I mean, but it's high end though, so
high end strip club.
So it's not as skeezy. It's still pretty skeezy.
Yeah, we have one in town.
I gotta keep up appearances.
Right.
What else would a sleazy nightclub owner go into? I already have a successful nightclub. Why do I need two of them?
Yeah, and gambling's banned in this state, so.
Oh, is it?
Sure.
Oh.
You're in East Coast state.
We got a speakeasy. I built it out over the water.
Oh yeah. It's your floating barge of international waters gambling.
Yeah.
Why don't you just do fucking like fantasy football? Apparently that shit's legal, even though it's just gambling.
No, that's retarded, and I don't want to hang out with those people.
You don't want to have to hire your own employees to protest.
Like, fuck.
But yeah, I would open up a second business, vacation with Zoe, try to make up everything and smooth that over and see.
All right, actually, did you say you're on vacation with Zoe?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like today's the day you're coming back from your vacation.
Sure.
All right, cool.
And things are well. She accepts both sides of my personality. Not that I'm like a schizo or anything, but you know, we've managed to reconcile the emotional cheating that she was doing on me with this Indigo person, who also happened to be me. So it was very confusing.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Sometimes she asks me to
where was your vacation?
Let's say we went to Fiji.
Fiji, wow.
Why not?
Fiji.
I've always wanted to see the mountain. What's that?
Club life doing you well.
Could have went to Hawaii.
Yes.
It's still in the States.
Yeah, it's still in the States. Although, I mean, I would. Personally, I like Hawaii.
It's okay.
I got family there.
I used to live there.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, for like 8 years.
Wow.
You drink the water
I lived on Oahu, up in Makakilo.
When I was in the film industry, I worked with a pair of guys, like two cousins from Hawaii. They were some of the most interesting people I've ever met.
No doubt. I mean, it's hit or miss. You get some people who are like, I mean, like, I think the locals in general are like really cool. In terms of a lot of the people that I've met in the States, like you could just walk up to anybody, talk to them, but then there's some really scary folks.
I don't know. I think these guys are pretty cool. Well, but one of them, I'll never forget it. It was the end of the shoot, and we had rented this mansion that we were keeping. It was a chef show. We were keeping some chefs there, and so, you know, when we wrapped, a whole bunch of guys threw a party there. So our job was to clean up the party and then like break it all down so we can clear it out. And I don't remember. I think we were finishing up. We were loading everything up into the truck, and I turned to one of them and I said, "So what do we do now?" And he just like, without even skipping a beat, he just went, "Fuck bitches." Just like, fuck. I'll never forget that. I was like taken aback. It's like, oh, is that what we're doing?
Game on.
And that's all I know about Hawaii. And that and my cousins live there.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, if anybody ever has a chance, go to Hanama Bay. I think that's the best wildlife ocean experience you'll get without actually having to put scuba gear on.
We were at Malibu when I was in California, and some seals came up to us. That was cool. Oh, I think Rogue froze. Cause like oh no, he's
no, I didn't freeze.
He starts moving.
Oh, accidentally deleted a Pokemon I didn't mean to delete.
Oh, well, maybe you should stop
oh,
multitasking and focus.
That hurts. I mean,
you see me? I'm dedicated. Me and my fidget cube.
Yeah, be like me, super dedicated.
How many tabs do you have open, dedicated boy?
2. 3 if you count my character sheet.
All right. Eclipse.
Good thing you didn't ask about how many games I have open.
Because the answer is also 2. No, okay. So Zeus, you kind of shake off crime fighting for a moment, and Eclipse comes storming in from the garage, and she's like pulling off her bicycle helmet, and she slams it onto one of the tables.
Front door.
And she's like, "Do you guys have the news on?" And Raptor kind of looks around awkwardly, still trying to get the coffee machine to work. And she looks around, and she's like, "It doesn't matter if you live in a secret underground base or in a small one-room apartment, you can never find the remote control for the goddamn TV."
That is true, Eclipse, and I snap my fingers and turn on the TV. There you go.
And she's kind of blinks, and then yeah, it's a okay. So your girlfriend, she's a journalist, or is she like television news? Okay, so it wouldn't be her on the screen.
The snapper replacing the clapper.
Let's say she could play both. Like, she was forced to do that, but yeah, she could play both.
Well, it's up to you. It's your character.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Well, you know, every superhero town has like that one reporter that's always on. You know, whenever there's something bad happening, it's that reporter. You know, you're Lois Lane.
Well, if it's about like villains and superheroes, she might report it.
Okay, so it's your girlfriend. What's her name again?
Fuck.
I don't think that's her name.
Does that start with a PH?
Fuck with the PH. Oh man, that actually sounds amazing. Not for like the kid, but as a parent, name your kid like fuck cunt, and then so teachers constantly have to say it.
No, just name him Mike. Mike Hunt.
Mike Hunt.
We had a kid. That was a kid's name when I was in high school, and it got called out over the intercom, and it's like Mike Cunt, Mike Hunt, please report to the. And everybody was like, "What the fuck was that?" Like, nobody knew who he was, because everybody called him Mikey or Michael.
Sure. or you know, Cunty.
That's the day when he cried.
His last name was Hunt, like, you know, Mission Impossible. Ethan Hunt. His son was named Michael, so Mike Hunt.
Right. Yeah, I got that his last name was Hunt.
Yeah, I'm making it really clear to everybody else.
Gotcha.
Adele. Her name is Adele.
Okay.
Her name is Adele.
I fucking don't know.
He's just looking at his playlist.
So wait,
I'm trying to remember.
This is session 17, and you didn't name her.
I have it written down somewhere, and I think I accidentally deleted it.
That's how bad the relationship was going.
Yeah.
On the first date, she told him her name. He forgot it, and since then he's been playing it cool, never naming her.
Just calling her baby.
On his phone, it's like that bitch. Like, he doesn't even know the name.
Hey, speaking of that, like, weird life puzzle for you guys, if that's a thing. I try to keep track of how many times someone refers to me by my name, and it's not often. Like by your first name.
Yeah.
My wife.
Not that often for me.
My wife only refers to me in my first name if she's like yelling across the house. And even then, not always. It's always some kind of like nickname.
Jaken,
what?
How many? I know your name is Eric. I hope you don't mind.
Whoa! Why just blast that over air? I don't care.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, Ben?
How many Erics were there in your school / circle of friends / life?
I think in my life total, like as in direct associates, 2.
Okay, because your life puzzle becomes void with me. Alexandre, when I was born, was one of the most popular names. From my first kindergarten grade, basically, all the way to basically Cégep, I had Cégep being the step between high school and university.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, the what?
Yeah.
Is that when you wrestled a polar bear?
It's a step here that have... anyway, in every grade I had, there was at least 2 more Alex.
Right.
2 more. So at that point, my
bear.
name was full. My last name. Like, I never ever was called Alex. The first time I was called Alex by a friend, I was like, what? Oh, wait, you're referring to me?
The 2 really popular names where I live are Michael and Chris, for men.
I don't really remember what the names where I live, because I live in a big-ass city.
And they all use street names such as D Bizzle.
Sure, buddy.
My brother-in-law's name is Michael. His dad is named Michael, and my father-in-law is named Michael. And I have an uncle named Michael.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot
It's
of
actually
Michaels.
very terrible.
Well, fortunately, I've never seen them all in the same room, so it's never been a problem.
Sherry, I fucking don't know. Yeah, go with Sophia.
Sophia or... Did you say that correctly?
It should be Ledasha, but L-A. You need to pronounce the dash.
Just Google baby names and pick
I was
one.
like,
Just call her Absidy. A B C D E. My mother works for a school district, and she has like multiple Absidies. It's just A B C D E. Absidy. She has more than one student named Absidy. Diamond?
Oh,
these names are getting better.
Mercedes.
Mercedes?
Yeah, Mercedes, you know. Olivia. There you go. Fuck it. Olivia.
Olivia?
Jesus.
There you go.
Olivia, whatever.
That's
Natasha.
Even more racist.
How's
Why
that
is that
racist?
racist? Is she Russian?
Is she, yeah,
Don't
is she
worry about
Russian?
it.
Alright, so her name is Olivia.
Her name would be Vestinka if she was Russian.
Kind of
real-
Russian people.
That's a real name. Don't even fuck around, man. You Google that shit. That's a real fucking name. People name their kids that.
Sasha's a boy's name. We learned that.
That still confuses me.
Someone named their kid Dovahkiin.
Oh my god, that's almost as bad as Khaleesi.
No, dude. There are people currently in the United States, hopefully not many, named after the MLP ponies.
Could they be named Child McChild
That's
Face?
sad.
They're called strippers.
Do we have a Child McChild Face yet?
They probably do exist.
Probably
at
do,
some point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Out of all the inalienable rights, I think we should take away the right to name yourself whatever you want.
Oh man.
There just needs to be a book of names.
This is
certified by
it.
the government.
No,
That's all
it
you
should
fuckers
be-
get.
It should be, you name the kid whatever you want, but once they grow, let's say 16-year-old, yeah, 16, 18 maybe, they get to pick their actual name. Like,
Well, there was an
That's
actor
pretty much
named
like what
Rob
it is.
Morrow who named his son 2.
I would love
Tomorrow.
a child to sue. What is it
parents?
for emancipation? To
Oh.
sue for to get emancipated, and for them to bring forth to the court. Well, so what makes you think your parents are unfit to be your parents?
They named me
They named
Fuckface.
yeah.
Case closed.
Like, were you on drugs when you did this? No. Why would we be on drugs? That's even worse. I would think so.
Oh, I was joking with my wife that I was going to change our son's name to Thugnificent Gangstalicious. While
Just
she
sneak
was
down to the courthouse and get that taken care of.
no, like while she was like high on painkillers during the birth. It's like, what's his name? Thugnicious, Thuglicious, or Thugnificent Gangstalicious.
Omnipotent.
Thugnificent Gangstalicious from Boondocks. If anyone's seen that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. She hit me. So domestic abuse.
So,
Help me.
turn on the TV.
This is actually my
there's a
cry for
reporter.
help. We've been doing this for
That's-
17 weeks. It's actually a cry
Yeah.
for help.
Jake and Blink 13.
It's the only way you can get a message out to the public.
Okay. So, Olivia's on TV.
Oh, that's
Actually, it wouldn't be Olivia because Olivia would be a field reporter. 'Cause this is going to be an anchor. Because the anchor is like, we're still getting reports of what's developing right now in London. But we have confirmed that a superpowered terrorist is currently laying siege to the city. British military forces have engaged what appears to be an army of robots. And then, like, there's all this, like, really crappy shaking cam footage of, like, reporters who are just too dedicated to their job while buildings are, like, being blown apart. And, yeah, it appears, you guys can see through the images, there's this gigantic steel-colored Zeppelin covered in, like, armored plating. And around it is swarming what looks to be, like, just dudes flying around. And it's like a bug hive coming out of this Zeppelin. And then you see, like, fighter jets flying by, and then like they're being chased by these flying men, and one of them gets close up to the camera. You can clearly see it's very chrome, and it's got like your stereotypical sci-fi face, which is like a slit for 2 eyes and a slit for a mouth, and it's clearly a robot, and it's shooting out of its hands. Kind of got like an Iron Man vibe. It's got thrusters coming out of its boots and thrusters coming out of its hands, and it uses its thrusters to fly, and then it stops to shoot. And you see like British soldiers marching through the streets, shooting up at these robots, and then you catch a glimpse of a solitary figure. His brass glints off the sun. The one time the sun shines in London, and you see Captain Rocket flying across the sky, and as he does, he blasts apart a handful of the robots.
Do we know him?
No, you know
we
of
just
him.
know that he's a big time London superhero.
He's basically Britain's top superhero guy. And I haven't statted him, so that's good. I'll do that during the break, which is coming up. All right, and your large main view screen, your large main monitor, it's gonna cut real quick. But before it does, like as this news coverage is going on, Indigo, you come in. Indigo, you're coming in from Fiji, so I imagine you're still just for the comedy of it. You're still in like your tourist gear. So what does it look like a guy coming back from Fiji?
So I got a big straw hat, and I got like the too big for my face sunglasses.
Flip flops.
You can tell that I got like a tan line. Yeah, flip flops because airport security sucks. I have like one of those Aloha shirts on with like the big ass flowers on it, and I got some like shopping bags from different stores because I bought everybody gifts because I'm like that.
Yeah, so you come in and you're like, I got everybody gift, and then you look on the TV and you see all this destruction, and you like there's like Big Ben in the background being vigorously defended by anti-aircraft guns, and you're just like, oh shit.
And everybody looks at you like, the fuck?
And then I take out I put everything down, start texting Zoe. So it's a good thing we didn't go to London.
Too real. All right, and then yeah, the big main monitor cuts, and it's a transmission from we're gonna say this is a different general, so I can give him a name and remember it. And I'm gonna put it down in the Topaz notes.
It's the unfortunate child McAlfie.
You're fired.
General McAllister.
General Smashburger. I thought we were just naming burger joints.
General In and Out.
Alright, so General McAllister. General McAllister.
That's the killer's pimp name.
Is a National Guard, a general in the National Guard, 2-star, so he's a major general.
Oh,
and,
shit.
He's an older gentleman, probably in his 50s, and he's still got like crew cut, but he's still got blonde in his hair, and of course he's clean shaven. And yeah, he looks like if Guile got a haircut. That's kind of like an old Guile with a proper haircut. That's what he looks like. And he's like
shredded.
And he's like, Guardians. Yeah, this dude's shredded for sure. He may be old, but he's keeping it. He's keeping it lit at both ends. He's like,
Did
Guardians.
he call us, or did he send us one of those like message cards? Where
No, he's like, this is an open call, and
okay.
So he's like, Guardians, and then he kind of like you can see his face kind of change for a moment, and you can kind of assume he saw Indigo, and he's just like, what the fuck? But anyway, he's like keeping it professional, and he's like, are you guys aware of the situation in London?
Yes.
Only what we've seen on the news.
Yeah, we're all aware. And I kind of look around like, where the fuck is Comet? And Comet comes in, oh, hey guys, this came from London. Oh, who the fuck?
Oh, and then at this moment, Steel Guardian, he's wearing sweatpants, and that's it.
No.
He walks into the area, and he has to cross to get to the kitchen. He's like, don't mind me, I'm just here to hydrate. And then he stops and he like looks and he's like, oh, is that General McAllister?
And everybody looks at Steel Guardian.
And he immediately like steals up. Like he's like in his Steel Foreman sweatpants. And the general just like kind of does one of these, you know, and he's like, Are you guys aware of what's going on in London?"
I'm gonna take off my glasses and be like, "And we're your best hope."
Apparently.
Just for fun, you still have like sunscreen on your nose and stuff. Like,
yeah.
And we're your best hope.
And in the back, there's still Raptor going like, "Why is this
The
coffee
fucking coffee!"
working?"
You know, no, yeah, you just like whenever there's like a moment of silence, you just hear him like smack the machine.
And then like from the intercom, the general can clearly see that it just is not plugged into the wall.
And in the very back, very, very far back, there's Eclipse that walk like cross. As she walks across, looks at the camera, keeps walking across, comes back with like this going all the way across slowly. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Actually, I think she's the only one who's kind of like business right now. 'Cause she's the one who put
You all need to
on
be
it.
sterilized.
Anyway, so he's like, "You're not wrong. Topaz is officially, its jurisdiction is only for national security. However, the British government has requested aid in fighting this threat, and they've asked for the Guardians of Perseton specifically. If you guys are ready, we're sending in fueling jets to meet you along the way, and you guys need to wheels up as soon as possible and head straight for London."
Yes, sir.
And he's like, "Good," and like you can see like the motion of his arm as he hits something on the keyboard, and his image, he kind of like moves into the upper left section of, and then like there's like this border, and there's some images showing up, and he's like, "To give you a glimpse of what we're looking at, we appear to be fighting some kind of neo-Nazi, who has a gigantic army of automatons. There are two variations. There's the standard flying robot thing, and ones that are rather large." He pulls it up. It's like the size of a 2-story, 3-story building, like stomping through the streets. Now there's a far fewer of those, and the rest of them we haven't gotten a clear number. A lot.
Alright.
And of course, he's flying around in this gigantic, heavily armored Zeppelin.
Sounds like World War I all over again.
Have we tried striking at the craft directly with long missiles or anything like that? ICBMs?
We have, and needless to say, any kind of long-range ballistic weapon that we've been trying to throw at it has been intercepted by the swarm of robots long before it reached an effective distance. Captain Rocket tried to penetrate the Zeppelin, but was repelled.
Well, I guess if we ever get to London, we have to deal with the flying robots somehow.
Right.
How about electromagnetic weapons? Have we tried any pulses? Anything that could disrupt radio signals?
You know, like EMPs.
That's what. Thank you for breaking that down.
I mean,
Well, in order to generate an EMP, we would have to detonate an atomic warhead.
And
this sounds
And
too bad.
the Brits aren't keen on doing that at this point.
but it's on the table.
I'm sure the Pentagon has looked at all their options.
I'm sure you motherfuckers can divide the atom. You can't create some non-nuclear weapon to generate an EM field.
I'm not privy to what's going on in the Pentagon. These are my orders. These are your orders. Get on the damn craft and head to London.
Orders. Are you picking us
Oh.
up or are we flying ourselves?
You're flying yourselves. We're sending
Casual
you
clothes are
Fair
we're
enough.
sending you rendezvous for fueling jets. That'll make sure you get across the Atlantic.
I'm jet lagged.
Comet
I
Dash.
lost my passport in
Comet,
Fiji.
Comet comes in and goes, I don't need a jet. Thank you very much.
Fine, run. Just meet us in London.
Yeah, it's like
Well, at least I'm already packed.
All right, and as you guys, as the team assembles, what do you guys name? Do you have a name for your souped up osprey? All right,
Bird of
Justice
Vengeance.
Deliverer.
Bird of Vengeance and Justice Deliverer. So we're just gonna say you just call it, you know,
Captain Eagle.
Captain. We're done. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go to break. We're gonna do a
Taking
15-minute
back that
break,
naming privilege.
and we're gonna come back at 17 after. Where when we come back, you guys will be arriving in London, and you'll see what's been going on there. So yeah, we'll be back 17 after.
Okay.